Hi, hello, it's been a while. How have you been holding up? On second thought, don't tell me. I don't care. We have far more important matters to discuss, like the newest Writer Rewind. And, since it's been a while, I'll remind you as to what Writer Rewind is. Writer Rewind is a show that covers the writer drivers, henshin devices, and figures released in the last 3 to 4 weeks. All brought to you by me, Michael, only the most handsome of Kamen Rider fans. With the intro out of the way, we can truly get into the good stuff. First up today is the S.H.Figuarts Shingocho Seiho Kamen Rider Gaim Arms Change Set. This set, like the name implies, will allow your Shingocho Seiho Gaim and Baron to change into brand new forms. Those forms being Pineapple Arms and Ichigo Arms. Both of these forms were used by Gaim in the show, and the Ichigo Arms was used by Baron in the Hyper Battle DVD. But now you can let either one of these riders use those forms whenever you want. This set comes with the Pine Arms armor set, the Ichigo Arms armor set, 2 sets of compound eyes for Pine Arms, 2 sets of compound eyes for Ichigo Arms, an open Pine Lock Seed, an open Ichigo Lock Seed, 2 Ichigo Kunai, and finally it also comes with the Pine Iron. All of the parts from the set are made from the same high quality material the Gaim and Baron Shingocho Seiho are made out of, so you can be sure they will look awesome on your figures. This next one will be a quick one. After all, I've already covered it so many times. That's right, I'm talking about another high-spec belt. This time for the DX Evol driver, which recently saw re-release. The high-spec belt line's goal is to make CSM-style belt straps for your DX drivers, giving them that extra oomph needed while you wait for a CSM to be released. But unlike every other high-spec belt I've covered, this one does not come with extra gimmick holders, since, the one in the show didn't either. The waist sizes the high-spec belt supports are 80cm to about 100cm waist size. If you aren't within those sizes, you'll either have to wait for a full-on CSM release or look into getting an extra extender. Alright, up next is another release from a series that will still be pumping out new toys by the time I'm dead. That's right, we're talking Geats. Allow me to introduce you to the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Nago Fever Beat form. This figure represents Kamen Rider Nago's power-up form using the Fever Buckle. The figure stands at 140mm stone, comes with the Fever Cross Bangle on her left arm, the Beat Axe joint part so that you can connect 2 beat axes together, and that oh so feverish set of interchangeable hands. Like with the rest of the S.H.F Geats line, you can use the top or the bottom of the figure with other female body type riders to recreate various forms. Ever wanted to swing a cool sword around while screaming over your dead family? Well, you're in luck! Because now you can with the premium DX Bujin sword. This sword was a sword wielded by Kamen Rider Tycoon's Bujin sword form. As with all full-size weapon releases, this release does its absolute best to be as close as possible to the props seen in the show. Here's some of the things they did to attain that. The sword is 92cm in length, it's got embossed black paint on the sword guard to make it feel like leather, all the screws on the sword have been hidden, giving an extra premium feel, and the base of the blade is made of die-cast metal to give it a real feeling of heft. Aside from that, the sword also has magnets in the sheath, so the sword makes sound effects when sheathed and unsheathed. And lastly, it also comes with a dialogue mode with around 30 lines from Keiwa Sakurai, who is once more portrayed by Ryuga Sato. And for the last Geats item of today, we have the premium DX Oneness Race Buckle, which was used by Geats in the Kamen Rider Geats movie, The Four Aces and the Black Fox. This is the exact same mold as the campaign version released when the movie was airing. All the differences lie in the look of the buckle, which has been giving a luxurious paint to really make the buckle shine. The biggest difference is the addition of a dialogue mode, where various newly recorded voice lines from Ukyo Ace, Keiwa Sakurai, Kurama Neon, Michinaga Azuma, Haruya Win, Ganaha Sae, Tanba Itetsu, Tsumuri, and Zane will be added into. All of these are also portrayed by the original actors. This release also comes with 2 Kemi cards. The Kamen Rider Geats Kemi card as seen in the movie and the original release of the toy, and a special version of that card where everyone is their little Kemi version. Up next, we have a few big releases from Kamen Rider Gotchard, starting with this, the DX Gotchard Driver Daybreak version. This is the driver used by the alternate future Hotaro. I do want to mention that, aside from a red paint scheme, this driver differs very little from the standard Gotcha Rider release, so be sure to keep that in mind if you're looking to buy this driver. Here's how to use it. Insert the included Daybreak Hopper 1 and Daybreak Steamliner cards into the driver. Then, pull the levers to transform into Kamen Rider Gotchard Daybreak. Also included are the Shining Hopper 1 and Shining Steamliner Kemi cards, allowing you to transform into Kamen Rider Gotchard Shining Daybreak, Daybreak's movie form. There's another 2 Kemi cards included, but those have yet to be revealed. And finally, if you insert the separately sold DX Gotchard Igniter onto the driver, you can turn into Kamen Rider Fire Gotchard Daybreak. we're not quite done yet with Daybreak, because up next is the Daybreak Gotcha File and Daybreak Emmy card set. This is a set that comes with Daybreak's binder and all 101 of the Daybreak Emmys for use in any of the Gotcha series drivers. The binder comes with 12 sheets of 9 pocket refills, so you can showcase every single one of the included 101 Kemi cards. And, I know, every single previous time I went over Kemi cards, I would name them. But if you think that I'm going to cover all 101 of the Kemis just with a Daybreak in front of it, then you're fucking insane. Also, if you really want that, tell Jeremy to pay me more. Then I'll do it. Next up is a DX Majesty Driver unit. This is the unit used by Kurorine to transform into Kamen Rider Twilight Majare. Included in this set are the Twilight versions of the Sun and Unicorn Kemi cards, and the Promise Alchemist ring with 2 ring sizes for different sized fingers. Here's how to use it. First, set the Majesty Driver unit onto the DX Gotcha driver. Then use the Promise Alchemist ring to scan the unit twice, initiating the standby loop. Then, insert the Twilight Unicorn and Twilight the Sun Kemi cards, and pull the levers and you will transform into Kamen Rider Twilight Majare. If you scan the ring again after transforming and then pull the levers, you will unleash the finisher. If you scan the ring twice after transforming and then pull the levers, you unleash the super finisher. And lastly, if you scan the ring, switch out the Kemi cards and then pull the levers, you unleash various other finishers. Alright, last gotcha item for today, that being the DX Valve Driver unit, which was the unit used by Kurogane Supana to transform into Kamen Rider Valva Red Kurogane form. Here's how to use it. First, insert the Kurogane unit onto the DX Gotcha driver. Then, insert the included Metal Dai Oni and Metal Makuil Kemi cards into the driver. Pull the lever and you'll transform into Kamen Rider Valva Red Kurogane. If you push and pull the lever again after transforming, you'll unleash the finisher. By pressing the lever close to the cover and pulling down the trigger on the front, you will turn on Super Special Move mode. Then, if you pull the lever again, various parts will shift, and LEDs will start shining, unleashing the final finisher. And here we are, the final item of today, but probably the item most people have been looking forward to. The DX Henshin Belt Gabu from the brand new series Kamen Rider Gabu. That's right, I get the joy of covering the Gabu Henshin Belt to you but a few days before we see it in action. And yes, I do mean Henshin Belt. The Gabu belt is the first time since Kiva that a belt isn't referred to as a driver, which I think is really cool. Here's how to use it. First, you open the upper jaw of the belt, then you set the included popping gumming Gochizo into the mouth. After that, close the upper jaw and you will initiate the standby loop. Crank the handle a few times to let the belt bite down on the Gochizo, and then press the button on the side, making the mouth and Gochizo pop open, transforming you into Kamen Rider Gabu popping gummy form. If you turn the handle a few more times, you will unleash the finisher. A pretty simple driver all things considered, but sometimes that's for the best. Also, I want to give a quick shout out at the end here to the box art for this Henshin belt, which looks absolutely fire, incredibly clean. And that's that. Sorry that I was gone for so long. Life happened and I kinda lost track of a lot of things. But I'm back now. Anyways, if you want anything mentioned here, or just in search for some tokusatsu merch to lighten your wallet, then be sure to stop on by the Toku Source, your one-stop shop for anything and everything tokusatsu related. Also drop in on our Discord and come chat about how excited you are for, or how much you hate, Kamen Rider Gabu. And lastly, if you wanted to know what I've been up to, or just want to chat shit, you can always follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. Links to all of these things will be in the description below. See you all next time, bye bye!